surprised when nothing shocks us.
All right. Well, let's continue to football,
yes,
shall we? High school football practice officially underway, but with that also comes a fear, Mark, for the concussions, especially with teens suiting up under the Friday night lights.
It's a big topic right now. K5's Jake Wittenberg found one school that's adding some extra protection. Jake, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, it sounds good to hear Friday Night Lights, knowing that's coming back. Boy, I love high school football. Those kids can take a beating, though, out on the field, some big hits. So, Cedar Park Christian High School in Bothell, they're going to suit up with these at practice from now on. These are called Gaurdian caps. It's basically a big shell, like a pillow that you put on the outside of the helmet, designed to soften the blow for some of those impacts that those teams take during the games, and it definitely is already making a difference.
You got to keep your eyes up, keep your head up. Football player on the defense, I want to see you strike with your arms. Arms coming through, straight back, one direction or the other. No cutbacks.
Check when I hit someone and I can tackle. I don't feel it hurting as much as I did.
Well, Gaurdian Cap says this is going to reduce the impact of a hit by 33%. Of course, you can't guarantee a reduction in concussions, but the Cedar Park Eagles are noticing a difference, they tell us, when they get hit in practice. Coach Bill Marsh says he's seeing players' production ramp up, too, because a lot of kids aren't afraid to work hard in fear of a head injury anymore. Coach says, though, still important to teach the kids how to hit properly. That's a big part of it. High school athletes sustain an estimated 200,000 to 300,000 concussions every year in the United States, and new studies show those can have lifelong impacts. Big deal. Gaurdian caps are not used in games, but Marsh wants to set an example for other schools to introduce them as well.
You still got to teach kids to keep their heads up, to avoid certain ways of contact and such, and that's really the only way you're going to guarantee that they're not going to get hurt. But if 5 of the 6 days of the week you can have better prevention, that's great, and hopefully we just keep working on how to prevent it on game night.
Yeah, so not used on game night, only practices, but boy, if you can reduce concussions by that much every week, you're certainly making a difference. Again, not going to completely prevent concussions, you can still feel it. A lot of teams across the country are going to these things now. A couple hundred on the East Coast. South Carolina, successful college football team, number 9 this year. They're using them in practice as well. So we'll see how effective they are in reducing these very violent, dangerous concussions. Back to you.
So, Jake, we're looking at new equipment now. Also this week, big announcement, big lawsuit filed over headers in soccer and at what age kids are strong enough to withstand that shock. So this isn't just football, is it? Many other sports deal with the issue.
Right, big issue for all sports, and behind car crashes, head injuries in sports is the second most dangerous way to be injured among teenagers.
Interesting stuff, Jake. Thanks very much.
You bet.